What's up, guys and gals? My name's Joy, and so today we're going to be talking about the Forsaken DLC and the annual pass. You have to excuse me real quick, I am playing Warframe, but I'm going to give my thoughts on this annual pass and this new DLC that's just a complete and utter ripoff. It should be free. Destiny 2, when it came out, in its beta stage anyways, I already knew what it was going to have. I have a video on that, you guys can go back and check all that information out. And even if you play Destiny 1, that Bungie doing shit like this is not new. However, that doesn't mean that I'm going to give them the free pass that they got in Taken King. Because Destiny 1 obviously was new, Destiny 2 is not new anymore, and at this point, it's not even worth your damn money. You'd be better off playing Destiny 1 over Destiny 2, or even free-to-play Warframe, which we'll get into in a second. So obviously, I watched the reveal stream. Well, I watched the trailer. I didn't watch the whole stream because honestly, I didn't give a fuck. But I've seen the features that are coming with it, and they are features that are in the first game that should be implemented in Destiny 2. At launch, they should have been there at launch. They should have been in the base game. Things that we had in the first game that they've taken out simply to resell to you. They did this in Rise of Iron with Gallahorn Year 3. They did that with the Gallahorn, the black Gallahorn. So instead of a white one, you got a black one. Whoop-de-fucking do. They've done that with the Taken King expansion, where if you wanted to buy the Taken King separately, you could not. You had to buy the Season Pass first, and if you already owned the Season Pass, and you already owned House of Wolves, and Crota's End or whatever, they made you rebuy those DLCs just to buy the Taken King expansion anyway. So even if you owned them, you still had to rebuy them again, right? It's completely and totally scummy as fuck. So Forsaken's doing shit that Bungie did in Destiny 1. They did the same thing, and like I said, in Destiny 1 they kind of got away with it because, again, Destiny was new. But now that Destiny 2 has stripped away all the shit that you had in Destiny 1, again, for the sole purpose of reselling it to you, in my right conscience, I can't tell you enough to not buy it. Now, I know this picture has the Season Pass and my items. This is my PSN photo that I took. My fiance got me the Season Pass for this game recently. I did not buy Warmind myself. I did not buy Curse of Osiris because, honestly, I can play free-to-play Warframe and get way more for my money. Now, on the bright side of things, Bungie's Destiny 2 DLC doesn't come out until September, which means E3 is gonna come out in June, this Sunday actually. E3 will be live and new games will be revealed and all that. So if there's any good showcases at E3, my recommendation would be buy games that you want from E3 that might come out sooner. Like, I know Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out, even though Rockstar in their own right is scummy as fuck too. But there's other games that are going to be showcased at E3 this year, I'm sure, that will just be worth your money more so than a Destiny 2 DLC. Hands down. Like, there's no arguing that. On top of that, in June, we also have Warframe's free story content, which, again, it's free. You don't have to pay for that. You just have to grind the stuff. And that will be the Umbra edition, so the Warframe Umbra, which is really what I'm excited for. I've been waiting almost a year for Umbra, I think, and now it's finally coming before TennoCon 2018. So I'm really excited for Umbra. Whether or not it's just Excalibur with a different skin, I think it's gonna look badass. I think it's gonna be a great story for Warframe to finish up the Lotus questions we have, and so I'm really excited for that. But again, E3 is still coming this Sunday anyways. So if you're not in a Warframe and it's free updates, because again they're free, which makes Bungie's AAA game look like a fucking joke already, then you have E3, and you have games coming with E3 that will probably be worth they'll be worth your time and money more so than Forsaken and this annual pass. So how much does Forsaken cost alone? Well, as you can see, it's $40. It's $70 with the annual pass, and then it's like more than that if you don't have the Season Pass, because in order to play Forsaken, you do have to have the Season Pass. Once again, being basically like Taken King 2.0, except I think the Taken King DLC, even with the DLC in Destiny 1, was like $40. This one's costing you almost $100 just to get the Forsaken DLC. And all they're adding are changes and things that you had in the first game, And they're basically they're bug fixes. That's what I consider them as. They're bug fixes. They're things that you could put in a live update that other games do, other MMOs do, like World of Warcraft. They do patch notes to classes and stuff over the course of an expansion. Same goes for Warframe. I mean, Warframe just did a update where they added a cursor to the game, which when it came out, nobody really liked it. And then they did 2 hot fixes later, and that was free. That was entirely free. I didn't have to pay for any of those. Didn't have to pay $100 and some odd for those freaking hot fixes. Things to fix an update that they installed that they knew they messed up. Those were free. I did not have to pay, I repeat again, $180 to get those. And so Bungie, as far as I'm concerned, can fuck off. And I called this in beta. I've called this in Destiny 1 when Taken King came out, because a lot of people seem to think Taken King saved Destiny 1. And in some ways, it made Destiny 1 better. But in some cases, behind the scenes, if you don't remember, Taken King also ruined a lot of things from Destiny 1. They took out elemental primaries, for example. They introduced the Everse shop, which was supposed to pay for future content, which apparently hasn't, because now we're still paying for DLC. So that was a fucking lie. Another lie from Bungie, of course. The point is, this isn't new for Bungie. However, at the same time, their DLC is releasing later, which is probably a good thing, because again, E3 is coming. And so you'll get more value for your money on probably something else. And then on top of that, in June as well, Warframe has that free update. And if it's good, and then TennoCon 2018 is coming out, I think either next month or the month after, before the September drop for Destiny's Ripoff Edition. And there you go, there's more content there. So you got plenty of things coming out, you've got plenty of games at E3 probably coming out, you've got free updates with Warframe, and I'm not trying to sell you guys on Warframe here. If you've already played Warframe and you didn't like it, that's fine. But at the same time, think about what I just said. You got E3. E3's like coming this Sunday. So in 2 days. It's 6/8 right now. So if we look at the calendar, E3 will be here on the 10th of June 2018. I would just wait till E3. See what games you like from E3, and I would recommend you get those over Destiny 2, because Bungie isn't going to learn. This update should be free to all players, no exceptions. I'm not saying that, like, the annual pass should be free. I mean, if they want to charge for the annual pass, that would be okay, I guess, if it was reasonable. But even the annual pass, like, if Forsaken's 40 and that's 70, that tells you the annual pass is $30. No, sir. Sorry. There was a season pass. Why does that not cover what the annual pass should? And the reason is money. They just want more money. That's the only reason and excuse you need right there for Bungie. You could sit there and tell me the annual pass is, well, it's for the year 2 season pass, blah blah. That's an excuse, okay? That's a ripoff. They're doing it to make more money. That's all they're doing. That's the only reason. That's the only purpose it serves, is to make more money. And the downside of this too is, keep in mind that once you buy this shit, who's to say? And I'm gonna call it right now, because I know Bungie's gonna be scummy as fuck with this shit. What's to say that Everse isn't gonna lock most of the content behind it? They've already shown they've done that with Destiny 2 several times, have they not? They did it with the, what was it, the Valentine's event, and the Christmas event, and all that other shit. Yeah, they've done that already, right? So what makes you think that, like, cosmetics and stuff won't be locked behind Everse after you buy this expansion? And the answer is, they will. I guarantee you they will. They will not be in the game. Unless you play the game and earn bright engrams. But again, with the XP throttle, speculation, and all that crap that happened, do you really trust the fact that you're going to get those at a rapid rate? No, you don't. I was on Destiny 2 yesterday. To be honest, you don't get bright engrams or whatever at a decent rate at all, actually. They're very slow to get. And that's because they want you to be impatient and buy them. Which, you know, they're going to lock all that shit anyways behind. All the new Forsaken guns and skins for those guns are going to be behind Everse anyways. So the point I'm trying to make is, again, there's better games out there that do updates and things for free. Warframe does, obviously it's free to play, so it does have its own versions of microtransactions in a way, but you can play entirely free. It gets free updates, free bug fixes. They don't charge you for those. The only thing they charge you for is like maybe cosmetics, and then if you want to rush things, and of course if you're not patient enough. But, you know, I can earn everything in Warframe without paying for free as long as I'm patient. That's fine. And considering that, I know people say, like, well, Warframe's a grind. yeah, Destiny 1 was a grind as well. Just want to throw that out there. That's an excuse also that retards like to throw around. So, but again, I'm not trying to sell you guys on Warframe. You don't have to play Warframe at all, okay? I'm just saying, don't buy this. Bungie won't learn until you stop supporting this trash. This is a pile of shit right here, okay? E3 comes in 2 days. Wait for E3. See if there's some games you might want to get that are better than what Destiny 2 has been. I think EA's Anthem is going to be there, which I'm not really hyped for because EA has already been shipped, but Activision is no better than EA at this point. That's a known fact. I mean, they've killed World of Warcraft. They've killed Destiny 2, or Destiny, the whole franchise actually has been dead. Bungie's a shell of its former self. Just look at Halo 2 to Destiny 2 and you'll see exactly what I mean. So, the point is just wait till E3. There'll be other games there that will probably be better and worth your money, more so than Destiny 2. And if you want to spend money on a game, like I said, it's free. Try Warframe out if you haven't. Maybe actually try to get into it. Give it a good 1,000 hours of your time, and you can check that in the stats and everything. But I say give it a good 1,000 hours, because at least when I play Warframe, I load it up, I don't have a paywall in front of me. I have the option to pay if I want something faster, but if I don't, I can go grind that stuff and get it anyways myself. So I really respect that. I do really respect how I can just go play the game and get what I want out of it. The only thing I might not be able to get is like a cosmetic item, which honestly I really don't care. Warframes, the way you can recolor them and make them look different and color them differently. Like, so I have this one frame called Meza right now, which I don't have a picture of, but maybe I could like upload a picture or something. And my Meza has a skin on her that I got from somebody, and she's got this cloak. Like, the skin and the cloak you would have to pay for, right? You can't earn them in the game. However, you don't need to buy those. They don't make your character stronger. They're just cosmetic, and you don't really need those unless you want to support the game. But again, I don't have to pay $60 to install Warframe, like I do with GTA 5, or with Red Dead 2, or with fucking Destiny 2. And then there's no buy-in cost there. So you could save $70, download Warframe, and get, like, I think there's Prime Access right now for, like, close to $70. Let me look. Hang on. There's Zephyr Prime right now. They even have Twitch Prime right now, which is free for a month. And you can get Trinity Prime, a free Prime Warframe as well. And she looks pretty cool, too. She looks like something from Avatar or some shit, or, like, Alien. Yeah, so Zephyr Prime Access is $80, so it's an extra $10 from this. It comes with, here's what it comes with. I'll tell you what it comes with. I'm not saying go buy this, I'm just telling you, for an extra $10 from this shit, you can get Zephyr Prime, 2,625 Platinum, Tyrone Prime, Krogan Prime. They give you exclusive glyphs, and then there's also like another thing for like $60, the accessories, which is like cosmetics and stuff for your frame, if you want that. But you don't have to buy both. You only need to, if you want to buy one, you can buy one. That's your prerogative. If not, you can go farm Zephyr Prime in the game when you get the relics and do it that way, which is actually what I've been doing. So I think I have her blueprint already. I just need the other parts. So yes, because it's free to play, there are wait times, there are time gates, there are those things that hold Warframe back. I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, the fact remains that it's a free fucking game and there's no buy-in cost. So I can use that $60 on the game if I want to, or in the game if I want to, after I download it for free. And then on top of that, I get free content, free new missions, free grinds, and all that stuff. All that's free. I don't have to pay for any of that shit. I just have to grind it out, or I become impatient and I can spend money. That's, again, a different prerogative and that's your choice if you want to do that. But if you're patient and you don't mind playing like Destiny 1 for the grind, right? You played Destiny before Everse was in Destiny 1. Everybody played it, the hell out of it. They grinded the raids, they did all that shit, right? And then even when Everse came, they didn't really add anything other than cosmetics. But again, there's no loot boxes in Warframe, so when you buy a cosmetic, you know what you're getting. Whereas in Destiny 2, and even Destiny 1's Everse store, when you buy silver, it's random as shit. So the item you might want from the box, you won't get. Because fuck you, we're Bungie, we're ripoffs. We know we're gonna scam the shit out of you with random loot boxes like Call of Duty, World War II, and all that bullshit. Yeah, fuck that. So the point is just wait till E3, right? That's what I'm trying to get across. Do not buy this. Don't even waste your time on this. Wait, like if you have to buy it, really buy it, just wait for reviews, right? This isn't a new game. This just wait for reviews. And don't watch like Dato and fucking Goliathan and Broman and all those sellouts. They're all the Destiny YouTubers and streamers. They are sellouts. They will suck Bungie off if they had the chance to suck Bungie off. And then the funny thing is, when the community bitches at Bungie for all the shitty shit they've done, the paid shills decide to go against Bungie too. They only do it though when the community like backlashes. So because again, they'll try to make it look like they're on the community side and they'll join the community. But like if you just if you want a YouTuber or streamer that won't give you bullshit and try to sell you bullshit, well, here I am right now telling you right now, I'm not a Destiny streamer or anything. I don't give a fuck. I'm an all type of games player. I play everything. And there's a few other people also. There's like Young Defiant. He's fucking my favorite. He's so funny though. There's Go Gamer, no bullshit YouTuber. There are YouTubers out there, smaller channels out there that are no bullshit. They will tell you that don't listen to it's the same with Battlefield, right? I made a Battlefield 5 video, and Dice's feministic reveal, and it goes the same way. It goes the same fucking way. All the Dice sellouts and shills, YouTubers and streamers like Wesley, Pwn Star for Hire, who I used to respect but I don't now. Fucking cucking bitch. And then you have a couple others, right? And they're all sellouts. Jack Frags, they're all sellouts to Dice. They're the same. They're just as bad as the Destiny YouTubers, but they'll suck Dice off. They'll hype up a game, new Dice game like Battlefield 1 and Battlefront 2 EA. They were all there at E3 for that. I can't believe that people were excited for that game when the first one, the remake 2015 one, failed too. I mean, you have to be dumb as fucking bricks to not see that was gonna fail. Same with Destiny 2. I knew Destiny 2 was going to bomb. And sure enough, it did. But don't buy this. Just go play Warframe or wait till E3 and get something better with your money. Okay? Or save it, save it. Maybe if we start saving our money, that's what I've been doing. I have so I could buy stuff on Warframe right now if I wanted to. I'm not. You know why? I'm just saving my money. I'm done purchasing games. Unless a developer wows the fuck out of me and deserves my money, I'm not buying games. That's just the end of it. And by doing that, and the more people that do that, the more likely the developers will the gaming industry will crash like it did many, many years ago, by the way. And they'll have to make games good again for you to want to buy them. Right? So Bungie will actually have to put in effort. That means all your microtransactions, loot boxes, and season passes would probably go away because nobody would be buying games. So the whole industry would be a shell of its former self, and it would have to reboot itself from the ground up, meaning back to like the PS1 and PS2 days when you paid $40 and you got a full experience. Yeah. So my advice is, if you don't see anything at E3 you like and you don't like Warframe, just don't buy this. Go take a girl out to dinner or something, or go watch a movie at a theater. Go live your life. Don't play games right now, because until, like I said, developers prove that they're worth buying into, I just would recommend stay away. And I understand some gamers are going to be like, well, Joy, then I'll have nothing to play. Again, play a free-to-play game. This is next gen, and I'm playing a free-to-play game because all the AAA games are fucking bantha piss. I mean, that's basically what they are. They're shit. So I'm playing a free-to-play game. Does that mean I have to spend money on it? No, I don't. But I made sure I made sure I was playing a free-to-play game that actually gave me value for my time, rather than a free-to-play game that's going to say, in order to progress further, you have to spend money. In order to do this, you want more energy, you got to spend money. Want this, more money. You get what I'm saying? So you can look at it that way. If okay, here's how many AAA games I have on my console, guys. You guys ready for this shit? Because I have to review these games because fucking fanboys defend this shit. So here we go. Here's how many games are on my console that I bought. Okay, AAA games and otherwise. 94 purchased titles. All of them. Here's what I've got. I've got Black Flag, Origins, Syndicate. I used to have Arkham Knight. I don't now. That game is crap. Battlefield 4, Unity, Battlefield 1, open beta for Battlefield 1, Hardline, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Darksiders 2 Definitive, Darksiders 1, Destiny 2 Beta, Dragon Age Inquisition, DC Universe Online, Xenoverse 2, yeah, DC Universe Online's free, or we won't count that. Dragon Ball FighterZ closed beta, so I played the closed beta for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I didn't like it. I played it for like an hour. Dreadnought, Xenoverse 2, Xenoverse 1, Dynasty Warriors 8, Empires. Dreadnought's also a free game, so we won't count that either. So Dynasty Warriors 8, Empires, Dynasty Warriors 9, Far Cry 4, Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends, Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn, which is an MMO subscriber game, For Honor Beta, which I don't know why that's still there, Gran Turismo Beta, Gran Turismo Sport Beta, God of War 3 Remaster, God of War, the new God of War, which I still think God of War 3 is better, Horizon Zero Dawn, Infamous Second Son, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5, 2.5, Andromeda, Phantom Pain, Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, NBA 2K 16 and 17, I think. Need for Speed, Payback, and 2015. Ratchet & Clank, Overwatch, Neverwinter's free to play, but won't count that. Saints Row 4, Samurai Warriors 4 Empires, Sleeping Dogs Definitive, Battlefront EA 2, the ripoff, Titanfall 2, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, The Division, which failed and bombed horribly, as well as Wildlands and Watch Dogs 1. Those are all the games that I have. I haven't bought anything else. No Call of Duties, no more Battlefields, nothing. I'm not buying shit. There's plenty of other games right now that I am interested in, but I'm just not buying them. So example, I kind of want to get Far Cry 5. You know why I'm not buying it? Because I already own 4. And to be honest, Far Cry games to me are complete and utter trash. I don't like them. I heard 5 is better than 4 and Primal, but knowing Ubisoft, yeah, fuck that. I'll wait for a really deep sale before I even consider it. Due to it being Ubisoft. Sorry. What else? There's maybe a call, I never played World War II. I thought about getting back into COD after, when World War II was announced, but knowing Activision and how they operate just as bad as EA, that's why I find it funny that a lot of people critique EA, but yet there's other companies that do the same thing. They're all the same. They all fit the same description. Greedy, money-hungry, fucking cunts is what they fit. That's the description they fit. So no surprise that World War II was going to be monetized as hell. I already knew it, like out the gate, because people are dumb enough to still buy Call of Duties. Anyways, the point is, wait till E3, wait to see what they reveal this Sunday, and see if something is more worth your money. If not, download Warframe, give it a try, give it 1,000 hours though. I say give it 1,000 hours. Play the game for 1,000 hours. Not straight, I'm just saying in general. If you can put a lot of time in Destiny 2 and Destiny 1, then it's only fair that you do the same for Warframe. And if you don't, then you're a hypocrite and you're not a real gamer, and you should really just stop playing video games, because you're hurting the industry even more. And to top that off, I would probably say get your father's gun and just kill yourself, because I don't want to be on the same planet with you. That's how pathetic I think you are. So, moving forward though, wait till E3. Really, just wait till E3. See what they offer. Sony usually offers some pretty good games. They always have. Don't believe all the hype though. Go in with skepticism. Go in with concerns. Even if it's a game you're really excited for. Obviously, Destiny 2 is a game, even with Forsaken alone or the annual pass, it's, they only showed you a trailer. They did not show you any gameplay. They showed you a trailer with the features in the trailer for a couple seconds. But we actually haven't seen how those work, and the trailer itself is very different from how things should actually work. On top of that, keep in mind they are charging you for these fixes to Destiny 2. Things that should have been there out the gate, from the get-go, and should be free right now. They should be completely free with how Everse is monetized in Destiny 2. There's just no exception. And I think the only way to get Bungie to change the pricing is, again, by boycotting the sale of it. Don't buy it. If you don't buy it, chances are they'll probably reduce the price of it to make it more affordable, and then, you know, it might be worth it. Or maybe even go further and make it free. But knowing Bungie and Activision just as bad as EA, they're never going to do that, right? They're never going to do that. They're greedy, money-hungry scumbags, and so they're going to charge you full price. They might reduce it a little bit, but I don't think they'll make it free. Asking for it to be free at this point is just laughable. I wish it was, because again, not only do I wish it was, but I wish that, and I think a lot of other people wish that it was not only free, but it should be free. You know, that's the point. It should be, and unfortunately, Bungie isn't going to do that. They never will, even if we boycott it. So again, by boycotting it, you're just saving your money for something better, which hopefully, you know, again, is at E3, or is a free-to-play game on next gen, because honestly, all the AAA games are fucking crap. They're not worth your time or money. They're monetized to hell, and their sole purpose is to just extract more money like a fucking vampire or a leech from your fucking wallet at this point. So, with that said, my name's been Joy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I had to go on this rant, but this is my thought on Forsaken and the Annual Pass. I don't think they're worth it. I don't think they're worth anything, to be honest. I think they, again, should be free, and I think everyone else expects them to be free at this point, for the way that Destiny 2 has been just utter crap since launch, and the 2 DLCs, including, you know, Warmind and obviously Curse, were not that great, and, you know, they were like 20 bucks each. I mean, they're not even on par with House of Wolves or Crota's End at this point. So the only way to speak is by voting with your wallet and just telling Bungie enough's enough. And I think that's what real gamers should do. If you care, if you really care about Destiny and you want to see it get better, that is probably the biggest way to do it, is just to boycott this whole thing. Unfortunately, that's the sad truth, because it does look pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it looks pretty good, but I'm not going to pay for it. And I think until Bungie learns that the community of Destiny has had enough, which again, if you boycott, they will learn that, then you know, they might reduce the price, or again, they might, you know, if we really want it free, we have the power. Look how things turned out for Battlefront 2 because of Reddit. Because Reddit spoke up, EA had to take out microtransactions. EA almost got in trouble with Belgium legally in terms of loot boxes. You know, politicians were getting involved in the video game industry because of the backlash that Reddit caused. Reddit spoke up, though. Reddit defended real gamers and spoke up on, you know, microtransactions and loot boxes and all that. And so I think if the Destiny community was just as strong as Reddit, and again, you know, the proof is there now. Reddit did an amazing job speaking up, and I'm actually surprised it wasn't YouTube or the forum of EA Battlefront 2, because, you know, they censored that shit. But the fact that Reddit had to do something for the gaming community tells you how fucking mind-numbingly and just stupid some of the gamers are that we have today. The fact that Reddit had to change gaming for the better tells you how stupid, bought off some of these YouTubers are, and, you know, what people are willing to just let go and deal with. And that's not right. Alright? If a company is screwing you and they're being a shady car salesman, you need to speak up. You need to let them know that you've had enough, and they need to stop doing what they're doing. They need to be held accountable, and by holding them accountable, you will get a better game. And that is why I highly recommend you try Warframe again if E3 shows you nothing and you're just not impressed by anything. I would say just to do your research on the game at E3 that you might be interested in. Make sure there's no loot boxes and rip-offs and all that bullshit. And, you know, if there is, put your money back in your wallet. Have self-control. That's what I've been doing all this year. I literally have 3 games on my list this year. 3 games. I usually buy a lot of games. Obviously, I own 94 games on my console. Well, minus the free ones, which we won't count, right? So we'll say 90 games total that I've paid full price for, that I'm not playing. I am playing a free-to-play game and I think it's worth it more so than those games I paid for. But by having self-control this year, I've actually been a lot happier with having that control, because now I don't have to buy shit, and that's good. I don't like shit. I only like shit when it's in the toilet. So, but I don't have to deal with companies ripping me off. I see a lot of people who are Destiny fans like, oh, I can't believe I'm getting ripped off. This DLC's a ripoff. I was watching a video of a guy talking about Forsaken, complaining about it. You know, a lot of rants complaining about it. And he's like, they want to charge you $180 for bug fixes, basically. You know, something they fucked up. And I agree with that. I absolutely do. That's what they're doing. They're trying to charge you for free bug fixes, patch notes. They're charging you for patch notes. And what's funny is I was like, well, I don't feel it's ripped off. I left a comment on this video and I was like, well, I don't feel so ripped off because I play Warframe, so I don't have to spend money on those types of updates because they're free. So, and he liked the comment. He actually liked the comment, and it was really we had a good talk in his comment section. But that's the point, right? There are games out there that already do a million times better than Destiny 2, or even Destiny 1 for that matter. And keep in mind that Destiny 1 went through a lot of DLC before it got to where it was, and you still had to pay for that. It was not free, and even then, around Taken King's time, behind the scenes, if you were an endgame player, they took a lot of things away that nobody asked them to take away, like elemental primaries, for example. They took that away. They added Everse in Taken King. Just downward spiral by then. So a lot of people say that Taken King saved Destiny. I highly disagree with that. In fact, it pretty much sealed the fate of Destiny in a lot of ways. But they were small things that most reviewers and shills for Destiny, or people that used to suck off Bungie, I'm not going to name names, but I know one person in particular, they won't ever mention, right? They won't ever sit there and say, well, Taken King added Everse. They won't say that. They won't mention that. But it did, so. They also would do the same thing they do in Destiny 2, where they would lock, like, the Nightfall and stuff unless you bought Taken King and all that shit. So, just to make more money off you, right? That's how they do it. So greed. Pure greed at that point. Don't buy this. Just wait for E3. Or, again, if you're gonna be a hypocrite and say, well, I don't like Warframe because it's too grindy, but I'll play Destiny because it's grindy, I highly recommend you give Warframe a go. Maybe play it with somebody who's played Warframe before, see if you can get somebody that has. If not, you can always hit me up. I might leave my PSN in the comment section below and we could try it out. If you're interested, I'm a veteran at the game, so I know what to do and I can help you out. But, or, you know, just play it for 1,000 hours and actually give it a shot and see if you like it. And if you do that, you might actually find that you learn things. Like I'm 700 hours in this game, not 1,000 hours. I'm 700. I say 1,000 because it takes around 1,000 to really understand what to do in this game. At least some of it. I still don't know a lot, and I'm only at like 700 hours. I'm pushing the 800 hour mark, and I'm still learning things all the time, which I like. That keeps me engaged in what I'm doing. Like, I don't know everything about this game. Destiny 1 I know everything about. I know all the glitch spots. I know all the nightfalls and everything. This game I'm still learning stuff after 800 hours. And almost 800 hours, sorry. And I wouldn't get that with Destiny at all. So that to me is really impressive, and I'm probably going to learn more things when the content drop that hits in June drops, obviously, in terms of the storyline and other things, which I'm excited for. But in terms of like the MMO elements to this game, I'm still learning things like certain mods, which mods go where, which frames benefit from those mods better than others, and stuff like that. And I'm still learning those things, and but that's, to me, that's what keeps the game fresh, rather than me knowing every glitch spot and every best sniper and the best weapons in Destiny 1 and 2, because those games take no thought, brain power, or any processing power for that matter, you know, with your IQ to figure out. They literally take 5 minutes, you understand the whole game, the end. So, the point I'm trying to make, though, is if you want a really deep, complex game, give Warframe a try. try it for 1,000 hours, or again, wait till E3 and just save your money, right? And then Bungie will change, because that's what they want. They want your money. So the only way for them to get your money, if this expansion or this hype or this whatever bullshit that they're trying to rip, this patch note that they're charging you for, if it bombs and it doesn't sell well, and no one plays it, and no one buys it, they'll have to change either the monetization, or they'll have to listen to what the fans want at that point. Oh, I forgot to mention what Warframe did. I did mention the update recently where it came to PS4, and then they did hot fixes. You know why they did hot fixes? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to end the video with this. The recent update to Warframe added like a mouse cursor, like a emulated mouse for PS4 and consoles, which some people were excited for and some people didn't want it, because some people they play on console to play on console. Well, when it came out, it was a buggy mess. So guess what people did? They made a feedback thread, and a lot of people were complaining on Twitch and on the channel and everything. And then a day later, guess what the Warframe devs did? They put in a hotfix to fix it. And they did fix it for the most part. It still kind of has its problems here and there, but it's a lot better than what it was when they did the original update. So they literally fixed it a day later, not even, like a couple hours later. They had a hotfix ready to go, put it in the game, and they tried to fix it. And I really respect that, because they didn't charge you for it. They did it for free, and they also did it because of the fan backlash. So there you go, guys. That's how you get Bungie to listen, just like with EA and Battlefront EA 2 and all that other bullshit that's been happening. If you want a game developer to listen, you speak the fuck up, you put your foot down, and you say, no, we've had enough. And they will listen. So, with that said, guys, my name has been Joy. Have a good one. I know this video is pretty long, but I had to get that out there, get it off my chest. I'm not buying this. And again, I just wait till E3. It's like 2 days away, not even. So, alright, take care, guys.